we talked about like having opportunities in class, and this trip is a great opportunity for all of us that we probably haven't had. I know I haven't been to DC. I don't know if that's like that for everybody, but I'm super excited about trying new things and getting to know all my friends. Another life lesson we've already learned today that we should be working on in college: time management. We just learned we have a 45-minute walk back to the restaurant, but we're at Ford's Theater about to see the play. I'm so excited about this part, honestly. I want to go see the museum. I'm really excited. Woo! So I'm leaving the museum. My favorite part was the room that showed like all the people who were part of the conspiracy. And I actually got to hear this guy as part of the staff. He was telling a story. Lewis Powell, his head was misplaced and they were able to return it to his family 150 years later. So that's like crazy. So the play just finished. It was really good. I'm so glad we had this experience because that's just something like not everybody gets to do. So it was So I just made a realization that in Outliers we talked a lot about like how people act on based on where they're from, and for the most part I was talking about like Southerners saying like they had like some violent thing in them, but I've learned a lot about here that like the people that work at the restaurants are just so rude. So we're at the Supreme Court building. We're at the Lincoln Memorial. I haven't had time to do one all day pretty much, so I just want to talk about how we went to the Capitol building and we got to like interview or like listen to the staffers for Roger Wicker's talk, and it was really cool like hearing about what progress means to them in their jobs, so that was really cool. Adventuring on our own. We've made it to the Farragut West Metro, and we're going to the Metro Center, and we're gonna get off at Chinatown, or walk to Chinatown. We found it all on our own. So we're headed to the Holocaust Museum. I'm super excited about this one. I learned a lot about it from a man on the Metro yesterday. Got lunch after going to the Holocaust Museum, and we got food trucks. That was really cool. But one of my main things like from the Holocaust Museum was like a really powerful experience. But we talked a lot about like how doctors don't need to objectify their patients and like treat them as actual like human beings, and that's like the complete opposite of everything that happened in the Holocaust. So that was just like a relation I saw between that. So we just went to the Museum of Natural History. It was really cool. Felt like I was reliving my childhood and seeing like the night of the museum and everything, and I just really liked it. It was a quick trip, but we still got to go, and it was really cool.
So I'm all back in my dorm. I was just thinking about the whole trip, and I did learn a lot with like the Holocaust Museum and the Smithsonian museums and everything, and that was a lot of fun. But one of my favorite parts was just like really getting to know people that I hadn't talked to outside of honors class. And even Dr. Anthony, like, we all talked about it doesn't feel like just a professor-student relationship anymore. It feels like more like a friend, and it kind of does relate back to like having more of a relationship with the doctor and patient. So it's kind of crazy how it all works out. But that was definitely my favorite part, was just getting to know people that we hadn't had much time to really talk before.